Hello, welcome to my Minecraft Alpha tutorial, how to survive the first night. This is actually part 2 in a very basic series on how to survive your first couple of days in Minecraft Alpha. Again, this is survival mode, where during the day you need to accomplish specific tasks in order to make your nighttime survival, the chances of survival during the night, greater. By day you go out and you harvest and you can build while the sun is shining and you're relatively safe. And at night bad things come out and try to hunt you down, or they do hunt you down and attempt to eat you. So you need to be prepared for that. Anyway, again, this is part 2 in a series. The first one was surviving the first night, so I would recommend that you go and view that one if you haven't already, because it already demonstrated how to get to this point. Surviving the first night, we dug this little hidey hole, and I have a few tools here, and today I'm going to demonstrate basically your second day, how to harvest food, how to cook it, how to eat it, and we might even get to some armor making today. So let's get started. So here we are in our little hidey hole. The sun has come up. It's day again, and it's safe to get back outside. Now during the night I created this little extra area here. I found some more coal I dug down with my pick, and I've also created a couple of extra tools. Again, if you press I, it brings up your inventory. I created an extra pickaxe and an extra shovel. Now notice that these are made of stone. That's this color here, the gray, is stone. And this one here is made of wood. Wood items degrade faster. Notice this bar here on the bottom. That's the health of this item. It starts out with a full bar, but when you start using this tool, it slowly degrades over time. For instance, if I take my pick and I start whacking into the stone here, notice that the bar slowly goes down, and it goes down one, I think, every second collection. I'm not sure about that, but as you can see, it does go down. So you want to have a couple of extra tools on you. That's the point. So let's go and create one more pickaxe. So now this one's it's about 20% left of life, so we need more than that to go out and do some digging. So what I'm going to do is create a new pickaxe, and again, from the last tutorial I showed you kind of make a rough shape of the tool that you're looking for. So here's the handle. Take my stone, drop it in this crafting area here, and I make another pick. I'm going to put that pick here, and now there's one thing I don't have is an axe. I want an axe to cut down trees for wood, because I'm running low on wood, and I definitely need more wood. So here's my axe. There's a handle here, stone, 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 and these three, and that kind of creates the shape of an axe. So let's grab an axe. I'm going to make 2 axes, one for backup, in case my first one breaks. And it will eventually as I chop down trees. Excuse me. Okay, so now that we're ready to get out of here, let's go and collect some food. So I'm going to bust out. Now I did create this little wall here to be safe throughout the night, and now it's time to go out. One thing to keep in mind, there are some creatures that will remain in the daytime, and one of them is called a creeper. It's a little green fella, and he kind of hops around, and if he sees you, he's going to make straight to you. He's going to run right at you, and if he gets close, you're going to hear him sizzle, and you've got about 3 seconds before he explodes, and he'll take you down almost full life. He'll kill you in one hit in most cases. There was one out here. I don't see him anymore, so it looks like I'm okay. Let's go gather some food. As if we notice down here at the bottom of my screen, I have hearts. Now I've got 3 hearts that are no longer red. That means I'm hurt. The red is good, the black is bad. I've lost 3 hearts in the middle of the night. I did get in a fight with a spider, and he knocked me down 3. So I've got to get those hearts back up, and the only way to get those hearts back up right now is with food. So let's collect some food. Here's a little piggy. Take out my sword, and I'm just going to slaughter the pig. 2 hits with a weapon will usually kill him. Oop. See that he drops a little, when you kill him, he'll drop a little pork chop. Now that's an uncooked pork chop, a raw pork chop. Probably not the safest thing to eat, In real life, in the game, it's fine. So let me show you what happens when I eat that pork. What you want to do is get the pork in your hand. There it is. See it? And once it's in your hand, you just click on your right mouse button, and I eat it. Notice the hearts. My hearts went up. Raw pork will put 1.5 hearts back back where they belong. Cooked pork will actually restore, that's the word I'm looking for, restore, will restore 1.5 hearts. Cooked pork actually restores 4 hearts. So it's advantageous to cook your pork and carry cooked pork around with you and use that for healing purposes. But in a pinch, raw works fine. So now let's get some more pork. I'm going to kill this poor little porky here, and unfortunately he didn't drop any pork chops. He was too thin. It's random. Sometimes they drop 1 pork, sometimes they drop 2 pieces of pork, sometimes they don't drop any pork at all, like that fella. So let's try one more, because I do want to demonstrate the cooking portion. Let's go over here. There's a couple of porkies here. Picky, picky, picky. Let's grab this guy and smack, smack. Again, I'm just left clicking to swing my sword, and there's 2 pieces of pork. Grab the pork. Now, the thing about food is you can't stack it like you can other items, so you can only collect so much. So if I try to put that on top of that one, it doesn't work. I can stack other things, sand, wood, coal, but I can't stack food, and that's for balancing purposes. At least I think it's for balancing purposes, so that you can't run around with stacks and stacks of food. You just make it too easy to survive. So I'm going to grab 2 more pieces of pork. Come here. And now I've got 4 pieces of raw pork. I like to have my food all the way to the right slot, like this. So if you press the number 9 key on your keyboard, see each one of these squares down here is mapped to a key on your keyboard. The first one, number 1, is the first spot. 2, 3, 4, I'm just pressing the keys. And number 9, I like to have handy, so if I'm running from something and I'm hurt, I can just click my 9 key and press my right mouse button, and I will eat food. Just a quick handy tip. Let's get some more wood, because I am running low on wood. So I'm going to break out my axe, because axe cuts through wood fast. Notice how fast that cuts through the wood. If I use a pickaxe or something, it's going to be much slower. So I'm going to grab some more blocks. And again, if you haven't seen the first tutorial that I did, I would recommend going back and viewing that one. It's called How to Survive the First Night. I talk about raw resources and wood and so forth. So now I have 10 more blocks of wood. What I want to do is actually cook this meat so that I can have cooked pork, and that way it'll heal more hit points or more of my hearts every time I eat a piece of pork. Because again, right now the raw pork only restores 1.5. Alright, so what we need to do to cook pork, and I would normally do this in my little hidey hole or my little fort or home, but rather than run back there right now, I'm just going to do it here. Bring up your inventory, and I need another crafting bench, a workbench. So again, just like the old tutorial, 4 pieces of plank. We'll create a workbench, put my workbench down, bring that up, and now to make a stove, I need stone. And this is your stove. All around the edge, middle square blank creates a stone furnace with which we can cook and we can turn iron ore into iron. We can do all kinds of stuff with this. So let's go to our stove now. Right click on the stove. Now you need coal or wood to do any kind of cooking or burning. Coal lasts much longer than wood. If I put sticks in here, I could use those as fuel, but it doesn't last very long. So what I'm going to do is use the coal. So you don't need that much coal. I'm just going to take 1 piece of coal, should be enough for 4 pieces of pork. Drop the pork in here. Now notice it eats my coal right away, the furnace, and it creates a full bar of flame. Full bar of flame should be enough to do 4 pieces of pork. So this will slowly dwindle as the coal burns, and I can even shut this inventory window down and walk away and it will continue to cook. In fact, I'll show you here. That's cooking. This shows that it's cooking. Even in the world it shows that it's cooking. A little fire there going. Oh, the sun's going down now and it's getting dark, so I want to finish this up and end this tutorial before nightfall. Back in here, grab that piece. Notice the color changes as well. It goes from pink to cooked color, a little brownish. These are definitely well done, just the way we like our pork. And 4 pieces of pork. Great. So that's it. Now I can put this stuff back in my inventory just by whacking it. Just left click with a pick or a sword or whatever, and now that's back in my inventory. I can beat this one up too, put this one back in my inventory, and now I should really get back to my hidey hole, but I'm not sure where it is right now. So I'm going to end this tutorial. There you have it. That's how to cook. Let's eat this last piece, replenish my health, put my sword in my hand, and I'm going to quit here, and in the meantime run back to my hidey hole for the night, and the next tutorial I will demonstrate how to collect leather and we'll make some armor. Thanks for watching. Bye bye.